always run. Beauty and the Beast.
The journey of a prince who turned into a beast for not knowing true love or compassion has a timeless message. This tale may be as old as time, but it still can be used to have important discussions with your child or any child that may be in your life. Before we move right into discussion topics, let's talk about where children are in their life. Jean Piaget brought to light that children are not mini versions of adults and they can't understand the same things that we do. He split their cognitive development into 4 sections: sensory motor, preoperational, concrete, and formal. Sensory motor is gauged to be from birth to about 2 years old. This is when they're starting to interact with their environment and see what happens when they do interact with the environment. Preoperational, 2 to 7 years old, is the point where pretend play is a big thing and logical thinking isn't quite there yet. They're egocentric, which means they can't see things from others' perspectives and everything is about them. The concrete stage is when children actually develop their logical thinking skills, but they still struggle with abstract thinking. And then in the formal stage, they develop the understanding of abstract thought. If you want to dive into Piaget's theory, be my guest. There are tons of other videos that can explain this much better than I can. And it is important to note that there is more going on with a child than just their intellectual development. There are also social interactions and what they're going through in life. The characters in Beauty and the Beast allow children to make connections between good and bad behavior and how they should act. There's no question that if Belle is a good role model or not, because she is. Beast's character arc allows children to show how much better it gets if you're loving and caring. And Gaston's character shows exactly what your child shouldn't be doing. Ever. But it is easy to get lost in the music and the talking candelabra. So I came up with some discussion questions to focus your child on topics that may pertain to them. For a 3 to 5-year-old child, show them a good or bad social interaction. Talk about what is good and what is bad about this interaction so they can hopefully replicate it. For 6 to 9-year-olds, show them the scene with Belle in the West Wing. Ask them about the Beast's behavior and about how Belle feels. Relate their tantrums to Beast's behavior, and if they can't answer about how Belle feels, explain to them that she is scared and upset with the Beast's reaction. For 10 to 12-year-olds, show the scene where Belle is singing about this provincial life. Talk about how the characters are isolating Belle and how she doesn't conform to their standards. This is going to explain to them that it's okay to be different. For 13 to 16-year-olds, talk about the relationships that go on throughout the movie. Talk about how Gaston's desire is to only be with Belle. Discuss the good and bad aspects of these relationships so your child can hopefully replicate good relationships for themselves. Use these topics and discussion questions as guides for you and your kids. Enjoy watching Beauty and the Beast. Au revoir!